on Sam Phillips Street. Don't forget, we are live. You can listen to us right now by downloading the Fox Sports Shoals app or listen live on foxsportshoals.com. And this show is being brought to you by Champy's Chicken and Muscle Shoals. It is the best hot fried chicken, cold beer, and last but not least, football here in the Shoals. But college football is over right now. And congratulations. I'm not a huge football fan, but given that we are...
right?
Yeah, congrats to... Whoa, that's a...
Oh,
man,
wait a minute.
That's blasphemous, dude. Straight up blasphemous. Get out! Yeah. Get out!
I'm sorry.
No, but seriously, congratulations to Nick Saban on his...
Fifth.
Yeah.
Fifth. In how many years?
Fifth.
Dan Patrick told me so this morning, okay?
But 4 in the past 7, I think I read. Is that correct?
Sure, yes.
I don't know the stat. We don't keep up with it because you know what? We did not watch the national championship game because we have priorities. Hello. Monday Night Raw was on last night, live in New Orleans. Hello.
Hey, I got to call out somebody right now.
Call them out.
Okay. I was up at Flabama, watching the game or whatever.
Not a sponsor.
Not a sponsor. I was, everybody's watching the game. Every TV had the game on. Okay. I grabbed the remote and switched it to Raw. And somebody...
Drew.
Not calling any names.
Neely.
They took the remote and threw it up against the wall.
Ooh.
What?
Yeah. Wow, that's some intensity right there. Why? Because you changed the channel to something that was better on TV?
I changed it during halftime.
I think somebody needs anger management.
Woo!
Man.
But don't forget, again, this show is brought to you by Champy's Chicken. At Champy's Chicken, freshness is of utmost importance. All chicken is prepared fresh to order, so you know it'll be finger chicken good. Champy's Chicken, located at 122nd Street in Muscle Shoals, Alabama.
Are they vegetarian fed?
I have no idea, but I just want to give a huge shout out to this year's headliner,
the man,
the icon, Sting. Because we've talked about this before, he is by far in my top 5 wrestlers / characters of all time. All time. From his gimmicks, to his characters, to his entrance, especially when he did the whole crow gimmick, fighting the NWO, rappelling down from the rafters.
Man, from his stint in TNA was the best ever. Like, he was... Wow.
I know you're being sarcastic.
I love the Joker.
The Joker gimmick and the main event Mafia, those two.
Stupid.
I wouldn't say stupid.
Stupid.
When TNA was trying to get some ratings and some attention, when they were getting all the ex-WWE guys, I think
Let's put 4 guys in a nice suit. That'll bump up ratings.
I mean, it did for a little bit. For them.
They got 10,000 more viewers.
Woo!
Yeah.
Actually,
I can't even get TNA anymore. Like, you and Chris were talking about it the other day. And I was like, okay, I'll go find it. Uverse doesn't even have pop, so I can't even watch it.
Yeah,
Thank you, Uverse.
Well, I didn't realize I had. When I searched for it I've got Comcast, not a sponsor, Infinity, not a sponsor, Comcast, not a sponsor, Infinity, not a sponsor.
Max, what do you have? Do you have DirecTV?
I have Xfinity, not
a sponsor.
Oh, man, that sucks.
So I've got TNA recorded every week now.
Oh, good for you, buddy.
But for 14 years, sports entertainment fans around the world could only dream of Sting competing inside a WWE ring. And last year, 2015, the icon added that missing accolade to his legendary resume by competing on the grandest stage of them all at WrestleMania 31 last year. And this year, on the eve of WrestleMania 32, Sting will receive the biggest honor and take his rightful place, finally, in the sports entertainment history as he is inducted into the WWE Hall of Fame. We are so excited about that.
Yes.
Steve Borden, congratulations. Let's just give it up for him. Well deserved. And he is injured right now, so I would love to see him some way in WrestleMania.
Yeah.
Of course, he'll be on the stage when they all come out and all the Hall of Famers, stand on the stage. I guess that would be considered the intermission or halftime of WrestleMania. But since his original opponent, let's go ahead and get right into this. John Cena is out of action for almost 6 to 9 months. Is that what we heard? And he actually just had it. What was on his? It was a shoulder. It was on his rotator cuff. Was it his left or his right? I don't remember which one it was.
It was the middle one.
His middle one. His middle shoulder. Regardless, last Tuesday he had emergency surgery in Birmingham, Alabama, with Dr. Andrews, and he got that taken care of. And a lot of props to Cesaro. I know they're training buddies, but I saw a picture where he actually went and was there physically supporting John Cena in his recovery. So cool. that was really cool. But yeah, I mean, they confirmed that. I mean, that he's out. But his original schedule for WrestleMania was to go against
the Undertaker,
the Dead Man, the Undertaker. And with those plans now being thrown out, who's going to face Taker?
The social outcast.
All 4 of them.
Heath Slater, man.
Well, I told you what I think that my dream match for WrestleMania 32 should be. It should be the Balor Club with Finn Balor, AJ Styles, Doc Gallows, and Carl Anderson taking on the Social Outcasts. Why not?
Adam Rose, Curtis Axel.
That's money.
Heath Slater.
That's
and
money.
Bo Dallas.
Straight money.
Actually, there was a moment last night where the Social Outcasts on Raw interrupted Bray Wyatt. And it was kind of cool because it was Bray Wyatt and Bo Dallas, brothers.
Finally. It was cool to see it.
Finally.
You mean like last night you're talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, coming out, yeah. And did you notice them looking at each other a lot? I did. I
Actually,
picked that out.
Bray looked at Bo at one point and gave a comment, and I was like, that was neat. Because it was a brother comment, you could tell.
Well, the original plans for John Cena heading into the Royal Rumble event was for Cena to face Alberto Del Rio for the United States Championship, which he did lose last night against Kalisto.
Yay!
I'm not gonna lie, we were just talking about this before we went on live on the air, but I'm intrigued. I mean, I'm not like spunked about it, but
it was cool
interesting.
seeing. Even I was watching it with my lady, and they were lucha. Like she was like, I bet the kids love it.
Oh yeah.
Because all the kids were doing the lucha, and the whole crowd was doing it. It's kind of cool.
Oh, that's why we always lucha. We always do that when we talk about either Sin Cara or Kalisto. But congratulations on Kalisto for doing that. And I found out that Kalisto is from Chicago.
Liar.
No, he's from Chicago. No lie. Born in Chicago. Look it up. There ain't nothing Mexican about him. But like I said, the original plan was for him to go up against Del Rio. But now that he's out of action with a shoulder injury, possibly up to 6 months, Kalisto's expected to work a program with Del Rio, which happened last night. We saw on Raw where he actually took he clean a roll up on Del Rio for the 1, 2, 3.
And you know what? They need this right now because with Rey Mysterio being out for so long now,
they need a face. They need a Mexican face.
Their Hispanic market has kind of dropped a little bit, and now they're actually giving it a boost, and good for them. Because
going into WrestleMania, it being in Dallas, which is close to Mexico, you know, I mean, they need a good guy face to come in, because Del Rio can draw. Don't get me wrong, but you need a good face coming in for the show. But now we've got...
And the funny thing is, we can't even see Kalisto's face. We don't know if he has a good face or not.
But here's what's really weird, guys. We got John Cena out. We have Randy Orton out. We've got Seth Rollins out. We've got Daniel Bryan.
Cesaro.
Austin's... He said he's not going to be there. Jericho, he's going to be there. Sting is out. Ronda Rousey, she said she wasn't going to be able to do it. So, I mean, we got The Rock going to be there in some capacity. But, man, what a really very thin roster going on right now. But I just read a really scary stat the other day. Just take this in, guys, for a second. Giggity. At WrestleMania 31, every WWE talent that left as champion is currently out of action because John Cena went in or left as the United States champion. He's out. Nikki Bella won. She's out. Daniel Bryan won the IC. He's out. Then we had, who was it? Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. They're out. They're gone. And then, of course, when Seth Rollins cashed in his Money in the Bank at the end of the Brock Lesnar Roman Reigns match, he's out. Seth Rollins is gone. So we have a very, very, very thin roster right now, and because everyone that left the whole show last year at WrestleMania, they're now injured. I mean, it's crazy. But we want to hear from you guys. I just want to hear from you guys. If you had to do dream booking for WrestleMania 32, what would you guys do for WrestleMania 30? If you could pick a scenario. And before I hear from you guys, the phone lines are always open here on Fox Sports Shoals for the Wrestling Grill. We want to hear from you guys. What are the angles that dream matches or angles with the availability of the small talent roster that's currently active or that's healthy enough to perform? What are some dream matches that you would like to hear? I mean, I'm here from you guys. I mean, call us here at 256-764-1340. Again, that's
256-764-1340.
What do you, Justin? Let me hear.
I'm thinking, Max, you got one yet? This was kind of.
This is completely random. I just wanted to get because the roster's
it's
so
already been
thin.
done before, but it didn't end. I'd like to see the end of Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens at WrestleMania.
Okay, well,
I actually read something where that would be good, but
Yeah.
I actually read something where Kevin Owens recently said he wants to fight the Undertaker. I would love to see Kevin Owens versus the Undertaker.
I would love to see that, but maybe
Or I would love to
WrestleMania.
see.
I don't know.
I'd really, really, really love to see Brock Lesnar versus Kevin Owens.
Yeah, that would be a good match.
I really, really would, because Brock, he's just so untamed. Like,
here's one thing. I think Kevin could hold his own in that dream scenario match, but I guarantee you that Brock would work him giggity so hard that Kevin wouldn't have the cardio to keep up with. I'm sorry. I don't see that. He would work him so he would give it to him rough, and I just don't see Kevin, having a 20-minute match with Brock Lesnar. Taking him to Suplex City. I don't see.
Why could Sheamus do it and Kevin Owens couldn't?
I have no comment.
But I'm
That's
saying
obvious.
Kevin Owens has been going the length with all these matches. Like, he put on a great match
Yeah.
last night with Dean Ambrose.
Yeah, but it's a slow match if you think about it. With Brock, it's boom boom hard. It's a stiff match. Like,
But that's how Kevin Owens is. It'll be like slow pace, all of a sudden move off the.
He'll be out of breath in 10 minutes. Give him 10 minutes.
Maybe you'd be out of breath.
Shoot, yeah, right. I'm playing with the home Globetrotters tonight.
Actually,
man.
let's say that real quick. Tonight at 7:00 at Flowers Hall. Doors open at 6.
UNA Gymnasium.
UNA Gymnasium. The Harlem Globetrotters are going to be in town tonight.
I don't know the theme song, something like that.
Yours truly, Justin Holder, will be a part of it in some way, shape, or form. I think I'm actually an honorary Globetrotter tonight.
Woo!
Yes, sir. I've got my jersey in here. I'm the Big Easy.
Well, then you can be an honorary Globetrotter all you want, but are you actually going to be able to play in the game like I am, though?
I may get to do tip-off.
Against a 7-footer?
Yeah, don't forget. I told them. They said, okay, out of the two of you, who wants to face the Harlem Globetrotters? And I said, well, honestly, if anybody's going to score a shot on the Globetrotters, it's going to be Chad.
It's a dream come true.
So you're playing.
You mentioned this yesterday on Nothing But Net, or Nothing But Net yesterday about how you went there. Was it the Von Braun? Is that where you went?
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah.
And I know that we also saw Carmen. That was our first concert together. But we also probably went to that show, that basketball game as well, and didn't even know.
Because, see, nobody knows really, because Chad doesn't talk about it very often, but he's kind of a baller.
Shakaller.
He actually holds the state record
plays.
here in Alabama for the most assists in a game.
21.
Which is 20. I thought it was 22.
No, 22 would break it.
22 would break it.
Yeah.
It's pretty awesome. So tonight at Flowers Hall, 7 o'clock, we will be there. The Drumb and Drummer crew will be in the house tonight.
You can actually get tickets, I believe, at the box office in front of Flowers Hall, and that's on, I believe, Wood Avenue. I'm sorry, Pine Street. It's on Pine Street, yeah. But yeah, I mean, we're excited to do that tonight. But real quick before we take a break, Finn Balor has been trolling and teasing all week long about a possible Bullet Club reunion, invasion.
And actually,
Balor
WWE
Club.
just trademarked Bullet or a Balor Club.
They re-trademark. Yeah, they re-got it. So, woo, marking out for that.
Here we go. Oh!
But we'll be right back here on the Wrestling Reel with Drumb and Drummer
Because it's still real to us. It's hot as balls.
It is, dude. That's what I was saying earlier.
Watching my jacket off.
Dude, I haven't clean shaved in almost 2 years. But Tracy, like a week ago, she hangs out with random people, but she's getting me a facial at Salon Mod today.
Giggity.
So I'm gonna have like the.
Man, we may want to. Hey, we may want to cool it on the giggities.
It's entertaining. Okay.
Yeah, but there's a lot of little kids listening, and we have a lot
Yeah,
more.
but a lot of those
Kids
people don't
listening at 11 in the morning at school.
School's back, dude.
know. Giggity.
Giggity.
What are you coming back with?
open the phone lines up again, but we need to check Twitter.
Let's see. Do Blake like third break?
It's up to you.
I'll get on Twitter.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, see if there's anything. Actually, do you?
I mean, I can.
When are we doing the trivia question?
You want to do it?
Well, I'll do this.
Yeah, you want to do it this one?
Towards the end of it. Yeah.
Let me know when there's
28 to, or can you see the time on there?
what time?
The clock.
Nothing yet.
Which one?
The top,
So,
top left.
hey,
The orange one or the red
The
one?
orange.
Yeah, it's 11:16. That's what
Okay.
you're following by?
I mean, yeah.
the question, Justin, are you doing the three? Okay. Is he? How would you word? Has he won the most of anybody?
Yes.
Okay.
He's the only superstar to win 3.
So 3 is the most.
3 is the most.
So word.
Who's the only superstar to win 3 Royal
30
Rumbles?
seconds.
Who's won the most? Let's just say
No,
that.
3 Royal Rumbles. That even gives more of a hint to people to look up. Trust me, it's a good question. Don't shrug your shoulders. Just because you didn't get your stupid Sting question. Titty, baby. Don't make me grab a titty. I swear I will. You look like you just looked at my titty. I saw
I was
that.
gonna flare chop you. I'm gonna flare chop you.
I'll pull a titty off.
I'm gonna flare chop the fuck out of you.
We'll see. I may just miss and slap you in the face.
Like us on Facebook, The Wrestling Reel. For all
You're gonna start a war you don't
things
want to
wrestling
finish.
with Drumb and Drumber.
You're gonna start a war that I'm gonna finish.
Oh yeah.
And we're back here on the Wrestling Reel. Real quick, don't forget to follow us on Twitter at RealToUs979. Use the hashtag Wrestling Reel. That's Wrestling REAL, because we will read your tweets live here on air with
You're
us.
a liar.
And before we get into more news and dirt sheets, just go ahead and throw this out there. We have some awesome upcoming shows. February 4th, February 5th, February 6th. On February 4th, it's in Memphis, and I found out that it's at Minglewood Hall, which is a really cool.
So, Hallie
awesome
Phillips,
venue.
if you're hearing this,
Yes, please hook us up.
we're going to come talk to you in a little while.
Arrange this for us, please. We can do some great promo for the station. Come
Settle!
But that's February 4th. NXT's coming to Memphis, Tennessee. February 5th, it's coming back to Nashville at the War Memorial. And then February 6th, have you already gotten your tickets, Max?
ROH?
Yeah.
No.
Are you getting tickets?
No, I'll be at work.
Oh, be at work.
Of course.
Yeah, I gotta work.
Where?
Public's
Not a sponsor. There you go. Good job. Good catch right there. But yeah, awesome shows coming up.
They have good sushi there. Can you try it at the counter?
No. If
No?
you start eating it,
You need a paper bag. Anyway, back to
Sorry,
all
guys,
these
inside joke.
awesome dirt sheets going on. Again, before we went on break, I've been saying that Finn Balor has been trolling and teasing Twitter and Instagram all week long about the preparation and a possible invasion of the Bullet Club or a newly formed Balor Club. Like you mentioned, Justin, WWE last week just they
re-trademarked
Balor Club.
Balor Club.
Yeah.
My only fear, though,
It's September.
is that WWE is going to completely screw this up.
I don't think they will. I just don't. I think we talked about
They've
this last
screwed up
night.
everything else.
I know, but this is just one thing I do not think that they're going to screw up. At least get our hopes up. I think maybe it won't be to the extent that we want, but dude, what if there's a random match like old school WCW? You know how Scott Hall first walked when he first came in, and he was like, "You know who I am,
but you don't know why I'm here."
Same thing. Have AJ or Carl or Doc, someone from the Bullet Club come out and cut a promo in between a jobber match or something. You know, that would be so good. And then that's how the formation of the Bullet Club can happen. Or they can come out, as random entrants in the Royal Rumble. But
that would be great. Here's the one fear that I have.
I think
it's September.
They should attack the Wyatt family up there.
I've said that too, but here's the one fear that I have. It seems like Finn Balor's getting a lot of creative control right now.
Yeah.
As he
They're on
should.
his side.
As he should.
As he should, but my biggest fear is that Triple H is all for this right now. Once he moves up to the main roster and all these guys are a part of the main roster, it's no longer what Triple H wants. It is what Vince McMahon wants. And Vince McMahon, if he sees dollar signs, will shift it in the way that he wants.
You said that you watched Raw last night, right? Okay. Did you see the actual Finn Balor commercial? I know it was hinting at NXT, but it was all about Finn. They haven't done that before. So I think that's another...
No, I get it, but that's all Triple H right now. Triple H is pushing for this, and then once it's out of Triple H's hands, that's where the fear comes to me. Because then, like we've said, and I'll say it on the radio, when Vince is dead and gone,
everything will be better.
It's going to be better.
For sure. I just don't see them screwing it up like I said, it may not be to the extent that we want our dream scenario for the Bullet Club / Balor Club to debut in WWE.
But they don't give us anything we want. The only thing they've given me this past year was last year at Royal Rumble, Bully Ray, or Bubba Ray, whatever you want to call him, came out. And that was such a shock to me.
Well, speaking of which, we did read that they may be splitting the Dudleys up, and then Bubba may be going into his Bully Ray gimmick like he had in TNA, which was a phenomenal gimmick.
I actually really, really liked him as a total.
I mean, did great on the mic. And speaking of mic work, I think, I'm not going to come across like I'm a know-it-all with the Balor Club or the Bullet Club, because I'm really not. But I have watched several videos in the past week. But Carl Anderson of the Bullet Club, fantastic mic worker. He's really, really, really good. So, Finn's not really a great mic worker. I don't even know how Doc is. AJ, he's been there, done that. He's really good. But Carl Anderson is a fantastic guy on the mic.
Anderson!
But also, here's something that's really cool. JBL tweeted that he's wanting to get Vince Russo on his podcast. That would be awesome. That would be really, really cool. But Vince Russo said that he would love to do an interview with JBL. And actually, all the money that goes to it can go to a charity of JBL's choice. Like the money that he would recoup from it, he would actually give back to JBL just for he wants the exposure.
Yeah.
Vince Russo, we've talked about this last week, he is so desperate to get back somehow with mainstream wrestling. I mean, which, don't get me wrong, the guy was fantastic back in the Attitude Era, but, and of course, he did some really cool things in WCW to an extent,
well,
but he also buried it.
For the people out there listening that do not know who Vince Russo is, he is the reason why David Arquette was the champion in WCW.
He was the head writer.
He was the head writer that ruined everything for WCW.
Yeah.
So, he's groveling at this point. I'll do anything, whatever you need me to do. Just let me be on TV again, please.
Yeah.
But right now we've got, we'll talk about maybe Raw here in just a little bit, but we've got the Royal Rumble coming up this month. It is this month's pay-per-view that you can get on the WWE Network for only $9.99.
And actually, your first month is free.
Yeah, so all the new subscribers can actually subscribe right now and get this month's Royal Rumble absolutely free. But right now we have confirmed in the Royal Rumble, we've got the first participants right now is Big Show, like you said, Max.
I got a question real quick because last night Vince McMahon did an all for one versus all. Is that what they called it?
Yeah.
If you want to call it that, when it was like 8 of them.
Yeah, but it was Roman Reigns versus
jobbers.
No, he fought. What was it? Kevin Owens.
Kevin Owens
at the beginning, yeah.
At the beginning, but I'm saying they showed a picture and Vince said something about all these men will be in the Rumble, and so I paused it and I started counting. There were 28 participants. Nice. Then you add Big Show. They've already showed us everybody, so I don't know how they're going to give us any surprise entrance because they already told us last night on this picture. You know what I'm saying? Like they had the whole roster up for the one versus all, and he made a comment that these are the guys in the Rumble. So I don't know what they're doing.
We never know, which is a good thing. I mean, that's why we're huge wrestling fans. If we knew it,
we never know, and we're always disappointed.
But when you know, knowing's half the battle.
G.I. Joe!
But here are confirmed right now. The first wrestlers confirmed for the Royal Rumble is first Big Show, second Curtis Axel, third Ryback, fourth Y2J Chris Jericho, fifth Bray Wyatt, sixth Luke Harper, 7th, Braun Strowman. Now, last night, let me just, before I'll go back. Okay, we got Eric Rowan and then Dolph Ziggler. Braun Strowman, I wouldn't mind seeing him, maybe not at Mania, but I would like to see maybe at SummerSlam or maybe Survivor. I don't know. another pay-per-view, I would love to see him against the Undertaker. When I was looking at him from a distance. He's probably taller than Undertaker. He is built like a tank. Yeah. I mean, yeah, his ring work isn't where it needs to be.
So let's just argue this for a minute.
But I'm just if they changed his Baron Corbin. I know you're going to.
Yeah, I was about to say because you pick on me for liking Baron Corbin.
But you're going with Baron Corbin in his current character. I'm not done with my sentence. If they would actually change Braun's gimmick, like he doesn't have to be with the Wyatt family. If he does some kind of I don't know, larger than life, supernatural goth gimmick or whatever. I don't know. Change his gimmick up a little bit. I think it could be a pretty good rival. But that's just me. I know you're a huge on Baron Corbin. And Baron Corbin is doing great right now. He really is. But
I'm just saying, like, you give me crap off air. Man, you're such a Baron Corbin fan.
I don't give you crap. I
do.
I don't see him as being a next Undertaker. I know there's resemblances, you know.
Did you see Mark Calloway being Undertaker?
Of course.
Nobody did. Nobody knew there was an Undertaker before.
I did. I was 3 years old and saw it coming.
You saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm that good.
He's that good. All I'm saying is he's got the look, he's got the agility, he's got the build. I mean, he's got the attitude as well.
Well, he's got a great attitude. But speaking of attitude, Justin, I want you right now. It's trivia question. Yeah! We have got a $10 gift certificate to Champy's Chicken, located at 122nd Street in Muscle Shoals. Champy's Chicken is of utmost importance. And the trivia question of the day, Justin, given that it's Royal Rumble season, give us the question of the day, bruh.
The question of the day is, who is the only superstar to have won the Royal Rumble 3 times? Once again, who is the only superstar to have won the Royal Rumble 3 different times? If you know that, please call in at 256-764-1340. Again, that's
256-764-1340.
Phone lines are open. Once again, I'm going to say it. Who is the only superstar to win 3 Royal Rumbles? And we have a caller.
Boom! Ah!
Let me read. We had a caller.
Gotcha. Got him.
Who is the only superstar to win 3 Royal Rumbles?
Who is the only superstar to win 3 Royal Rumbles? Again, call us here at 256-764-1340. I apologize.
And while we're waiting, I just want to make a little side note. Sonny finally pled guilty to several DUI charges.
She finally pled guilty.
Finally, just came. We have a caller now?
We do.
No!
Hey, caller, who do we have on the line?
Good morning. Welcome to the Wrestling Reel. How are you? Got him! Got him again!
Maybe
so many people calling.
You know what it is? It's WWE Frank calling us.
They got us back. He said payback's a what?
It's a meanie.
He's a real meanie.
But yes, Sonny has been, she's gotten, lately, just had a lot of trouble with the law. DUI after DUI after DUI. Finally pled guilty to
Speaking
it.
of Sonny, I gotta say, I was at the 2010 Hall of Fame induction, and I was there for Sonny's induction. I'm excited about
Chad,
that.
our caller's back.
Yay!
Let's see.
Dalatone, 3rd time's a charm.
Hello?
Hey!
Is this Shawn Michaels that called?
Is this Michael Hickenbottom?
3-time Royal Rumble winner. It's not Shawn Michaels. Tell me. It's Jason Adams.
Shooter McGavin. Throw it up. Throw the click up right now. I know you're doing it right now. Throw it up. Boom. Happy New Year, man. I haven't seen you this year yet. The comeback. Yeah. Carl, yeah. I'm so pumped about that. I'm pumped just because it's going to be a breath of fresh air. We don't have much time right here. We can actually talk about this when we come back from air if you want to. But the reason I'm so excited, the only reason I'm so excited is because it's a breath of fresh air. And why not have this with the buzz that's going on with maybe a lot of the internet guys not knowing who the Bullet Club are. they're starting to see these teasers from Finn Balor, and WWE actually made a tweet about it last week about it. So there's all this buzz, this intrigue that's going on. So to me it's a breath of fresh air, and it could actually, I think, be something kind of cool that nobody kind of expected. But that's the reason why I'm pretty excited.
I'm mostly looking forward to AJ Styles because he is, without a doubt, one of the best wrestlers in the world.
He's the most phenomenal wrestlers in the world. Hey, Shooter, we got to take a short break. We got to take a pause for our cars, for fuck's sake. We'll be right back here on the Wrestling Reel with Drumb and Drummer. We got to get somebody to call in. Hey, is there a call waiting? If there's not, we got to get this thing taken care of.
She's on the line.
She's on hold. What if we stump him today? But no one gets it right.
Hey, y'all can talk to him now if you want to.
Hey, can you hear us, Jason?
Well, I mean, you gotta tell me. Hey, man, you still there? And he hung up.
Make you a rainmaker over there.
I like pistachios.
That was actually my first meeting with Pistachio.
Are you kidding me?
What?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
Dude, they're very good for you.
I like this.
Yeah. It's just a pain in the ass.
It's a pain in my assholes.
You can get them D-shell or whatever.
Yeah. I mean, we sell them in the produce shop.
You should get some, man.
Is it your produce?
It's my produce department. I run that bitch.
Until Trey walks in.
He takes over. Gets kicked out for it.
This one looks good.
Like, he said he was jet lagged from back in the
I'm
day.
sure he was.
No,
but
you don't get jet lagged.
Yeah, you do.
No.
Yeah, you do.
I get
Not from L.A.
Not from L.A.
Come
no,
on,
no,
dude.
no. If
That's
somebody
a
doesn't
5
travel
hour
that much,
flight.
no. If somebody doesn't travel that much, you can get jet lag from. It's basically like being on a Ferris wheel or something like that.
Okay, well then tell him to grow a pair.
Well, I'm just saying he was.
I went to England and
That
I came
wasn't-
back
yeah, I'm
and
sure
I had
it-
jet lag.
I'm sure he was. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that he wasn't jet lag. I'm sure he was.
But, I mean, jet lag could not be...
Jet lag doesn't make you steal.
No.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. But
All right.
I'm not.
He was wearing
I'm-
sunglasses.
Hey,
Find it on the web at foxsportshows.com. Don't miss out. So join me, Matt Selesky, and my broadcast partner, Elliot Stevens, so you can get action live every week.
Good morning.
Let's just not put that one up.
Hey, you need to talk to Jay because all it is a click of a button to record our show.
it's locked right now.
That's what I'm saying. You need to talk to her because it's just a click of a button.
Okay.
And then we don't even need YouTube anymore after that, Chris, because it sounds better when you listen to the show back recorded. Like it sounds really good.
What are we talking about next?
So what are we gonna do about this trivia question? Nobody called in.
You mentioned being
Repeat it.
Yeah, but if we repeat at the top of this break right here, then we're gonna have to keep the caller on hold for like 6 minutes. Oh, I was gonna read that.
Talk to us.
Mention the-
No, I mean, I'm just talking about the picture. She's still hot.
Oi! 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 Stop spinning round, going to the ground tonight. Is it sad that I'm gonna admit this on the radio that that's the only Nickelback song that I actually really like?
Really? Like that's a really strong term.
Yeah, but it's WWE's fault. I would have listened to it, but now it's like 2 years we had to hear that for the intro of Raw. It takes me back to watching Monday Night Raw now.
Oh, from like.
Oh
last
my
night?
God, am I a Nickelback fan?
Yeah!
Oh my God. I'll
Right
see you
now.
guys later. I'm out of here.
See ya, Justin just got fired. He's done. You're fired. There it is.
Speaking of Nickelback, let me just say this. One of the best pictures I ever saw at Halloween this year was of a parent. They open their kid's candy bag and they dump it out, and there's a syringe. There's like drugs over here. And the music starts hitting, and the dad freaks out and reaches underneath all the candy, and there's a Nickelback CD.
Not a sponsor.
And that's all he cared about.
That's funny.
We are back here live on the Wrestling Reel.
But we don't have a winner yet. We
don't
got a
have a
winner, but
wiener.
we have no wieners. But we've got
Buns.
We've got buns, hon. I can do backflips or sit-ups. What is it?
Back bends.
Back bends and sit-ups. Oh, Justin's making a comeback here. Woo!
We do.
Don't pass out.
We
over
do
there.
not have a winner for our.
Wait, do we have one? We got a caller?
We have a caller.
Oh, we got a caller.
Let's see if
Repeat
we have a winner.
Good morning. Welcome to the Wrestling Reel. How are you?
Nope. Boy, you're not as much of a smart as I thought you were.
He's a dark, a dumb mark.
You and all the other 3 people that watch it. You and the other 3 people that watch it. We have, yes, we have. Thanks to you, my friend. Yes.
Yes. And why is that? Sure.
They ruin them.
But Michinoku didn't have a whole lot of charisma. He just looked like a little schoolboy kid, you know, doing some really cool spots. I think Takamura. Now you said that they just bought the rights to his music. Am I correct?
Yeah, they.
Is it a for sure thing and that he's coming?
Yeah, they bought his music. He's been stripped of his IGWP title.
Nakamura?
Yeah, Nakamura. So it's official.
The one thing about it, like you said, Jason, is he's so big over there. Like I've heard a lot of people say that he's one of the biggest stars that you don't really know of in the States. When he comes over here, like I said before, I'm scared they're going to screw it all up. I'm scared that Vince McMahon is going to get a hold of this, do what he thinks is best, and screw it all up.
For individual talent, yes, I think that he would probably screw that up. But that's why him coming in as part of the Bullet Club, you got to think about NWO, Balor, Bullet Club. It doesn't matter. Think about the people that weren't that great of stars before they joined the NWO. When they were with the NWO, that put them on a different level. It doesn't matter where they were from, how good they really. When you're labeled with something, it gives you instant credibility.
And this is
and of course it's going to take some time, because for one, I don't know a whole lot about his work. I've read and saw some videos this past week, like a good bit. I've done some research, but I'm not a huge know-it-all about him. But when he comes over, I think it's not going to take that long to get established. But that's just my take on it. Yeah.
Brock Lesnar. I get it. Yep. Yeah. I totally agree with you. I just saw some video and that he was doing like running knees like 4 times in a row,
But his speed, he gets a lot of speed behind it. A lot of people like Daniel Bryan, he's got some speed behind it, but he plays it safe before the contact. Dude, Nakamura just straight up just
ruthless aggression.
You're very tall, but I'm slow. Oh, he'll have to change his. Yeah, he'll have to conform for WWE style for sure. Yeah, I mean, you make a very good point on that. Seriously, I mean, it's NXT would be the according to you though, Shooter, NXT is not a developmental system. I mean, it's a brand of its own. I'm just messing with it. But
he agrees with his own point. You agree with your own point, okay.
right.
Yeah.
He's got to go. I got to call Blake.
Watch your mouth. We're on air. Exactly.
Brock Lesnar?
Yeah.
Hey, Shooter. I hate to cut you off, buddy. We got to take a break, but I did just send you a link that I think you'll enjoy.
Check your pager, man.
Yeah, Jay, I just paged
He sent
you.
it to you on your pager.
We're going to get you back on the air soon, buddy, but I appreciate you calling in, okay?
Have a great day, man. Two sweetest.
Two sweetest.
Boom.
Once again, guys, before we go to take another pause for our calls, for Fox's sake, I'm going to ask this question one more time. We got a wrong answer because he doesn't like the attitude error, is what he calls it. But the question is, who is the only WWE superstar that has won the Royal Rumble 3 different times? Once again, the only superstar to win the Royal Rumble 3 different times. We're going to take a small pause for our calls, for Fox's sake. When we return, hopefully we'll have a winner. So the phone lines are open, 256-764-1340. We'll be right back here on the Wrestling Reel.
Yeah, I got to call Blake.
Dude, are we off?
Yeah.
Oh, stunk, dude. Oh
just
my
hated it,
God.
Did you see his face?
It was just a little poot, too. Like, it wasn't even like a fart.
That was a little poop.
I sent him the history of the Balor, of the Bullet Club. I'm sure he knows it, but he'll enjoy the read. See, I can't read those articles because it's like AJ defends.
Hey, it's Wrestling Reel. Hello? No, not yet.
Ask him if he knows.
He said, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah,
Tell him to
he's
hang
right.
on for a second.
All right, hang on for just a second, okay?
Who is it?
I don't know. But I got to call Blake, too. Like,
Well, we'll do this and then immediately call Blake, okay?
Is this the last segment?
this is the last break.
Is Blake ready?
What? Hey, why are we
Blows
calling
by.
him?
It's fast.
I don't know.
No. Hey, Chris. We'll do this. Just take your time.
Okay.
We'll do this. We'll get his information. Actually, go and get his information right now while you're on pause. Because he won, but we'll just get him on the air here in a second.
All right. Yeah, he said awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So just get his information so we can let him go and then call Blake.
Well, y'all's mics pick up too, so.
Hey, you still on the
No,
line?
It's
No?
not right now.
That's what I'm saying. Get his information real quick before we go back
Hey,
on the air.
bud. Hey, what's your name? Last name? Okay, and what's the phone number?
And just tell him we're going to go on the air.
What's that?
You know what the first thing I'm going to do with my paycheck tomorrow?
Jack off with it.
I'm sorry, can you repeat
Get a
that?
Powerball ticket.
Dude, I saw a picture that Bernie Sanders said. It's like if everybody.
Okay, what area
It's
code is that?
$1.3 billion. That would actually. There's 300 million people.
Okay, that's new to me.
If they would know something.
All right, what city you calling from?
I'll get $4 million.
The math's not
Yeah,
right.
it's only
What city are you calling
$4.39.
Oh, I haven't checked it. I just saw
Okay.
the name.
Yeah.
I just saw a shirt.
Yeah, we'll
Obscure.
all right, we'll put you on hold for a minute, and we'll get when we come back, we'll get you on there and just repeat your answer. We'll ask the question again, and you can repeat the answer, and
Dude, I got another one.
we'll go from there. All right, man. Just hang on there, just a minute.
He's a musician. Guitar. Go down there and hang with Valley.
Oh my God, there's a musician in here? Where?
Hey, do you have the Austin? Hey, do we have Austin music on here?
No. Well, got that short one. Yeah, that's it. So we'll do that.
Jesus, break's taking forever. Ow! It was my nipple. Ow!
My nipple.
Choose your opinion at the
There we
Wrestling
go.
Reel
Told you
on
I get you
Twitter.
back.
And we're back here on the Wrestling Reel with Drumb and Drummer.
It's the main event
and
of the show.
Tasty. It is the main event of the show. And on the phone lines, we did get a caller.
While on break.
Caller, are you still there? Who do we have on the phone line? Ray? Ray, I'm glad you called in, buddy. So the question is, who is the only WWE superstar to have won 3 Royal Rumbles? If you get it right, you get a
$10 gift certificate
to
to
Champy's
Champy's
Chicken.
Chicken, located at 120 2nd Street in Muscle Shoals.
So what is your answer? Yeah! Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Congratulations, you just won a $10 gift certificate to Champy's Chicken.
Steve Austin actually won in 97, 98, back-to-back, and then came back and won it in 2001. Ray, we appreciate you calling in, buddy. We got your information, so
Come
your
pick it up
Champy's
here
gift
at-
card will be here at Sam Phillips Studio.
No, at Big River Broadcasting
On
on St. Philip Street in Florence, Alabama. Come pick it up. You got a month to pick it up, buddy. Congratulations and have a great day. Thank you. Congratulations again.
That's
It's
awesome.
that
Thanks
easy.
again
It's
for
that
calling
easy.
in on that. I thought that was a good question.
Yeah, it was good. Not bad. It was good.
It's
Good stuff. So we've gotten to. Y'all want to talk about Raw? I mean, I don't really want to get into it that much. It wasn't too much going on last night. It was in New Orleans, but I want to go ahead and just bring up Brock Lesnar returned to the ring on Friday night's live event in Houston, and he was accompanied by Paul Heyman. And Lesnar received a big welcome, and he went on to defeat Sheamus in under 10 minutes. I mean, it was pretty much a squash match, and a correspondent in attendance noted that the two worked a very stiff match, giggity, and Lesnar had marks on his face from taking 2 bro kicks. So Lesnar's he's not afraid to take moves. I mean, if he wants to take a bump, I'll take a bump. I'll take a toe now. I'll take a toe.
Chad, if it's okay, can I interrupt you for a second, buddy?
No, it's not. So what else are we gonna do?
So we've been privileged to have Champy's Chicken as one of our sponsors here. We also have another sponsor, Blake Stutz, over at Long Lewis in Muscle Shoals.
Long Lewis Ford, gonna cruise your blues away.
And we're actually just going to call him. Would this be called a dry call? We're going to call Blake and chat with Blake for a second. Hopefully he answers. Let's see how this goes.
Did you guys hear about Triple H possibly being in the Royal Rumble this year?
Yeah.
I would like to see Triple H in
That's great.
WrestleMania.
Hey, Blake? Hey,
man.
buddy, we got you live on the air right now. Look at you. Phoenix. Oh, you were at the game. I forgot about that.
California, beautiful.
I saw you got your championship hats. Am I correct?
Championship.
I saw that picture. But we're calling you because we're on the last segment, and you are one of our favorite people in town. Blake, can you give us a little bit about yourself, my friend? Your dog? Amen to that. Heck yeah, man.
Just too sweet.
We're too sweet, my friend. But Blake, we appreciate you answering the phone, man. If you're looking for a new or used, am I correct? Used cars y'all sell over there?
Is he still on?
Hey Blake, I gotta say this real quick. Hey, this morning when I was checking my notifications on Facebook, you know how there's like a memory, a time hop or whatever. The very top of my timeline was a picture that you took of me playing drums at Flobama like back in 2012. It's like Blake Stutz tagged you in a picture. So and I knew that we were going to call you today, and I knew that you were still in Arizona and had an awesome time last night, man. I'm glad that you got to go, man.
Hey, likewise, buddy.
Roll Tide!
Roll
Tide! Roll!
Thanks a lot, buddy. Get home safe, okay,
Safe
Blake?
travels, bruh.
So once again, if you're on the lookout for a new or used car, Long Lewis Ford, Blake Stutz over in Muscle Shoals, dependable. He's born and raised from this area. It's a family-owned business. No nonsense, no haggling, just straight to the point. Come over, get you a deal at Long Lewis Ford.
Long Lewis Ford, gonna cruise your blues away.
Can we please do a jingle?
Of course we can. We're telling enough to do that.
I did a jingle for the guy that ran for governor, actually, against Bentley. It was Parker Griffith.
Totally running.
Yeah.
Running.
Wake up, Alabama. Wake up, Alabama. Parker Griffith is the man, the governor with the real smart plan. Anyways, we had fun with that.
But back to wrestling. I'm gonna throw a quick question you guys real quick. Given the lack of available healthy talent right now, and there's a lot of injuries in WWE, top talent that's out for WrestleMania.
Are you asking me the same question you asked me earlier?
No, I have not. But what if CM Punk,
Ain't happening, dude.
what if Vince is desperate times for desperate measures? What if he needs somebody with a lot of draw power that's still hot right now and that could pull anything that he needs to with this time?
Red.
What do you think about CM Punk possibly being called from Vince?
Oh, that'd be great, but it ain't gonna happen. And if Vince did call CM Punk, I guarantee you CM Punk would be like, up yours, buddy. I mean, he's got more going for him. There you go. He's got more going for him now as a just CM Punk himself.
Sure, but you don't think there would be he would try to extend an offer maybe for desperate times? I mean, just at all.
I think Vince is too proud.
I do too. I want to play the heel and give a different opinion, but I agree. I would love to see CM Punk, be the one of the guys. But what if he came out as an entry in the Royal Rumble?
I got it.
My God.
Straight Edge Society versus Balor Club.
Yeah. Who's Doc gonna be with?
He'll be in the middle going like,
What I do?
He'll be in there going, oh.
But I don't know. I mean, I would love to see CM Punk make a little return.
Well, who wouldn't, man? We all would love to see CM Punk come back. But it's wishful thinking. I tear up at night over it.
Well, I mean, we got Brock Lesnar last night was confirmed. He was confirmed he's going to take part in the 30-man Royal Rumble.
He destroyed everybody last night. He was suplexing everybody.
And then finished off with Roman Reigns, and did his thing with him. It's always great having Paul Heyman there as well. He was a mouthpiece last night. Did some cool backstage segments with Vince and Stephanie, and it was really good.
Actually, the one part where he goes, "My client will not be in the Rumble. We think that whoever wins the Royal," he's talking to Stephanie backstage, whoever wins the Royal Rumble should face my client, Brock Lesnar, at WrestleMania. She goes, "You tell your client that he is under contract by Vince McMahon, and he will be there." And he goes, "Fine, I will." It's like, what? You were just telling her, no, this isn't going to happen. She says it is. Yes, ma'am.
A Lesnar fun fact, Lesnar's only been in one Royal Rumble, and he won. Yeah.
What year was that?
2009 or 2008, something like that?
2, 3, 4?
Way back.
3.
Yeah.
3.
2003.
So
That's when I graduated.
Let's see if he can keep the streak alive.
So he's only been in that one Royal Rumble?
Yeah.
So he's 1-0.
He's 1-0 at the Royal Rumble.
But we're not going to really get into Raw, but I'll tell you this, man. They are really hardcore, and it's obvious with the gimmick matches that they're giving Roman Reigns right now with his what's going on in the storyline with the Authority, with Vince and Stephanie and Triple H. They are pushing him to the moon. I mean, they are making him come across like he's going to beat every single odd that's thrown at him. I mean, is he gonna retain at the Royal Rumble? My gosh! I mean, if he doesn't, who do you think is gonna walk out champion? Because this year, for the first time ever, the WWE World Heavyweight Champion is
Real
stake.
quick, I just
At
got to
stake.
say something about this because we're almost out of time. But why do they keep saying that this is the first time it's ever been held up?
Well, in recent memory, and that's one thing that WWE lacks is logic. They need someone in their creative or in their staff that keeps up with continuity or logic. They
Vince
need
and
to.
Stephanie both in the ring last night made reference that this is the first time that the WWE title's been put up at a Royal Rumble. That's a lie.
They need selling points, and they're lying.
Well, here's what I remember about Chris
92,
Jericho.
remember
Chris
Ric
Jericho
Flair.
on one of his podcasts, he said, when you watch WWE as a fan, you have to throw logic
out the window.
You have to, because it's entertainment. It's you
But
know.
for guys like us who had actually been watching it our whole
Sure.
life, don't do something that stupid. Don't do
Yeah.
something like where you're telling us that it never happened when we obviously know that one of the biggest moments in wrestling history
Is
was
yeah.
with a tear in my eye. But anyways, we had a blast today on the Wrestling Reel.
Been a great show.
Been a great show. For Big and Tasty, for Drumb and Drummer,
Don't forget about the Harlem Globetrotters game tonight at Flowers Hall.
We will
UNH
be
Gymnasium,
there.
7 p.m.
I will be in my Big Easy shirt. Thanks a lot for listening to the Wrestling Reel.
This is the Wrestling Reel with Drumb and Drummer
Because it's still real to us.
I learned a lot.
Yeah, we're out of time.
I learned that no one likes me. In English,
Are they coming in here right
I
now?
learned that I'm disgusting.
Hey!
Physics,
Morning.
I learned that I'm
How are you?
Oh, it's hot in here.
It's
Yes.
crazy warm in here.
Yeah, I asked her to turn it down.
Hey, and
but
if
she
it
didn't
stinks
know
in
how.
here, Jay,
It's Max.
What?
Him.
No, that was Justin.
today's
it's him.
It's
and if you
justice.
taste it, again,
It's him.
English. I learned
That's why we call him Big Tasty.